When famine hit Bethlehem, Elimelech and his family made a choice that seemed completely logical. They sought relief. They needed a short break from the hunger, so they packed their bags and headed toward the country of Moab. The book of Ruth records that they came into the country of Moab and continued there. Those two words describe the exact moment a visit became a long-term stay in a place God never intended them to call home. What was supposed to be a quick escape turned into a decade. They settled in, set up their lives, and remained in a place outside of God's original direction. The most dangerous spiritual traps begin with justified, temporary detours. This ancient narrative mirrors a universal human experience. We lower our standards for one weekend. We stay in a relationship that drains our vitality because leaving feels too difficult. We let a compromise stretch into a month and then a year. The strategy is subtle and persuasive. It relies on quiet, reasonable-sounding whispers. It's not a big deal. You deserve to be happy. Or God will forgive you anyway. Just this once quietly becomes just one more time. Sin is effective because it hides its consequences behind a mask of harmless, isolated concessions. Sin costs more than it promises, and it never leaves what it touches the same. For Naomi's family, the decision to stay in Moab cost everything. Over 10 years, Naomi buried her husband and both her sons. She went from a full house to empty arms. She left Bethlehem with hope, only to find herself grieving and alone in a foreign land. What begins as a search for relief outside God's will results in spiritual and emotional bankruptcy. It is important to remember that God is not the author of evil, and not all grief is a direct result of compromise. However, willfully settling down in a place that God did not design for us invariably extracts a heavy toll. The toll of modern compromise is often a slow, quiet leak. Your peace evaporates, your sense of purpose fades, your spiritual vitality dries up. The true tragedy of a modern Moab is the slow starvation of the soul's aliveness. Moab might offer temporary relief, but it cannot satisfy the soul. The bread in a foreign land will never be enough to feed your spirit. What is your personal Moab today? Is there a habit, a relationship, or a mindset you have normalized, even though you know it keeps you far from God? Recognizing that you have settled in a false home is the first step toward restoration. No matter how long the compromise has lasted, it is never too late to turn back. The same grace that welcomed Naomi home is reaching out to you right now. No chapter of your story is wasted when you choose to turn toward the light. You are not beyond the reach of God's mercy. Bring your Moab to God today. Tell him what feels empty, and ask for the courage to walk back toward his will. Next, we'll see what finally happens when a weary heart hears a whisper of hope and decides to move.